I can assure you that in 20, 30, or 40 years, you will look back on today with a fondness and pride that has rivaled few times in your life. I'm here today to remind you that your family just got a lot bigger. More than 300,000 University of Houston alumni have come before you, and over 175,000 live right here in the greater Houston area. And by graduating today, you're now a member of the University of Houston Alumni Association. Be sure to visit our website at houstonalumni.com so you can check out everything we have to offer you. Our goal is to make sure that UH continues to be relevant in your life each and every day. Maybe you've already secured employment or just looking to stay connected to your fellow Cougars. Well, then join us at a tailgate, flip through the UH magazine, or network with your fellow alumni online at Cougs Connect. But whatever you do, I encourage you to be a visible, active Cougar. Think of yourselves as brothers and sisters on the Cougar family tree. Watch after each other, take care of each other. Be sure to affix those alumni bumper stickers to your car, show off your class ring, and be sure to wear red on Friday so we can keep Houston red. But most importantly, do me this favor. Hang your diploma nice and high in your office so all the Longhorns, Bears, Aggies, and Owls who work for you can see where you got your world-class education. Be proud of what you've accomplished because we're certainly proud of you. Congratulations again, and go Cougs!
evening and welcome. The Spring 2024 University of Houston Graduate College of Social Work Commencement will come to order at this time. We open the ceremony by acknowledging all those who came before us, whose sacrifices and resilience have ensured that each of us could be here today. We will now have the playing of the national anthem by the Moores School of Music and the presentation of colors by the University of Houston Battalion ROTC Color Guard. You may be seated.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of the Graduate College of Social Work, I am pleased to welcome you to this evening's gathering as part of what I hope will be an exciting time of celebration for you, the 55th graduating social work class. One request as we begin, please silence your cell phones so there are no disruptions for our speakers and our graduates. But feel free to use your cell phones to take pictures and tweet them using the hashtag UHGrad. And after you leave here today, hashtag UHGCSW and hashtag UHSocialWork are hashtags for our GCSW community. So I hope you'll continue to stay connected to us on social media and share all of the exciting things you're doing. In 1967, the Texas legislature authorized that a graduate social work program be established in Houston. There were 7 faculty, 3 staff, and 22 students. Today, 55 years later, each of you, the class of 2024, will become colleagues alongside the 6,586 alumni of the Graduate College of Social Work. And just as they have done and are doing, you too will make an incredible difference in our communities and in the lives of countless numbers of children, families, adults, and communities. We know that very few people have a graduate degree, which recognizes advanced study in a profession. You have spent countless hours in classes and practicum. The road you traveled, however, was not a singular journey, but one with others. Many of these people are here with us today, and they certainly understand and appreciate your efforts. Graduation is a time for family and friends to share in the honor of the graduates, for they too have contributed their encouragement, counsel, love, and support to achieve this important end. For some families, such graduation exercises are a first-time ever event. For others, it continues a family tradition over one or more generations. To demonstrate our appreciation for all those who have made our graduate success possible, we would like to ask all parents, spouses, children, grandparents, cousins, siblings, and significant others who participated in the success of our graduates to please stand and be recognized. We would also like to recognize those graduates who have completed reserve officer training and those graduates who are current members of the military or veterans. Please stand and receive our applause and heartfelt appreciation for your service. Thank you. We really appreciate your support and efforts. A very distinguished platform party honors you today, and it is my pleasure to introduce them to you. I recognize Associate Dean Suzanne Pritzker, Sarah Narendorf, and Samira Ali, and our faculty sitting with me here who reflect and represent what is best in our community. They have a passion for excellence and an undying resolve to bring justice for all. Without their guidance and teaching excellence, our graduates would not be sitting here today, ready to receive their degrees. In addition to full-time faculty, we have an amazing group of adjunct faculty and practicum instructors who make valuable contributions from their areas of practice expertise, as well as a committed staff who provide critical support to ensure the college works. I ask our faculty, adjunct faculty, practicum instructors, and staff to stand at this time to be recognized. Thank you. Before we continue this evening's program, I would like to share with you that the University of Houston is committed to fostering a learning environment where free inquiry and expression are encouraged. In fact, many would say that freedom of expression is one of the cornerstones of higher education. Throughout tonight's ceremony, you will hear from several speakers. To the audience, please understand that we uphold everyone's right to freedom of speech and that personal perspectives and opinions may be shared that do not necessarily represent the views or positions of the University of Houston. Thank you to all of you for joining us today.
In a university, learning takes place in many arenas. Of course, learning takes place through online and in-person classes and practicum sites. In our college, students often also seek out additional learning through our focused learning opportunities. These focused learning opportunities provide students the opportunity for in-depth exploration of specific areas of social work practice. Flows that have been completed by graduates here with us today are abolitionist social work, political social work, Nonprofit Leadership Alliance, Global Leaders of Behavioral Health Education, Mental Health Advanced Practice and Social Work Program, the Trauma Education Program, and Action Research. Would those of you who completed a flow please stand to be recognized? Now I would like to recognize and highlight the vital role that student groups play in the life of our college. The Graduate College of Social Work is fortunate to have a number of student organizations in place that reflect the breadth and diversity of the GCSW and the social work profession. The GCSW student organizations this year include the Association of Asian American Social Workers, the Association for Black Social Workers GCSW chapter, the Child Welfare Education Project Student and Alumni Organization, Critical Lens, GCSW International Student Group, GCSW Student Association, Latinx Student Association, Macro Network, Policy Insiders Advisory Committee, Students Organizing for Abolition, Students for the Advancement of International Social Work, Q Plus Community, University of Houston Payment for Placements. Three other important GCSW student groups who work with the college are the GCSW Student Ambassadors, who work with applicants and incoming students, the GCSW Cohort Communicators, who serve as liaisons for their cohorts with GCSW staff and faculty, and Radical Connections, RADCO for short, which provides space for BIPOC students at the GCSW to connect, process the impact of racism, and celebrate individual and collective successes. Members of all of these organizations have contributed to the college, the community, and the profession in important ways. Would those of you who served as leaders and members of these organizations and groups please stand to be recognized? Thank you all for your work in promoting and advocating students' interests in the GCSW and the university. Now I would like to invite Cecilia Reynolds and Annika Rodriguez with the GCSW Student Association to come forward to announce the recipients of this year's Graduate College of Social Work Awards.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, staff, and friends. Every year, the University of Houston Graduate College of Social Work honors individuals among our students, staff, faculty, and community who exemplify the beliefs, values, and actions of exceptional character. This set of awards were established many years ago by GCSW students. Each year, we acknowledge current students with these long-standing awards, which are voted on by the student body. It is our pleasure to announce the award winners for the graduating class of 2024. As each award is announced, we ask the recipient please stand and be recognized. Recipients will receive their awards at a later date following commencement exercises.
The Barbara Jordan Integrity Award is in the name of the first Black woman elected to the Texas Senate and the first U.S. representative for Houston's 18th District, known for her tenacity and perseverance. This recipient of the award is a student who has demonstrated discipline, determination, and a high standard of excellence. This year, the Barbara Jordan Integrity Award goes to Destiny Davis.
Named for one of the social work profession's founders and examples of conviction put into practice, the Jane Addams Unity Award is given to the student who best demonstrates service to the GCSW, professionalism, scholastic achievement, leadership, and the ability to establish and maintain faculty-student support and rapport. The recipient of the Jane Addams Unity Award is Alexis Paris. Alex Paris.
Our next award is the Malala Yousafzai Peace Award. Malala graces the mural on the second floor of the GCSW and famously said, "When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful." This award is given to the student who most exemplifies the power of this principle. This student is innovative in leadership style, thought, and character, and is known as someone who embodies the change they work to achieve. The student receiving this year's Malala Yousafzai Peace Award is Kim Carpenter.
King Jr. Social Justice Award is named for one of society's greatest contemporary examples of advocacy, empowerment, and the championing of social justice, and is given to the student who embodies these same principles. As a leader, this award recipient has shown the power to cooperatively determine goals and unite others behind their causes. The Martin Luther King Jr. Social Justice Award goes to Oscar Thomas.
Our final student award, the Dolores Huerta Service Award, is given to the student who has performed exceptional community service beyond employment or field practicum. Additionally, the recipient of this award represents the epitome of social work values and ethics. The Dolores Huerta Service Award recipient is Tabitha Martinez.
The Outstanding Staff Award is given to honor a staff member who has provided outstanding friendship and support to students throughout the academic year. Although this person may not have instructional interaction with students, they are chosen based on their commitment to the GCSW and their continued promotion of social work education, values, and ethics. Our Outstanding Staff Award this year goes to Nicole Rosen.
Outstanding Faculty Awards were initiated by the Student Association to honor and recognize GCSW faculty who demonstrate exceptional class performance, supportive student interaction, professional role modeling, and advocacy on behalf of students. This year, 3 categories of faculty will be acknowledged, including tenure-track faculty, clinical and lecturing faculty, and adjunct faculty. This year's Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award goes to Maria Maldonado Morales.
This year's Outstanding Clinical Faculty Award goes to Melanie Pang.
This year's Outstanding Tenured or Tenure Track Faculty Award goes to Dr. Juan Barthelemy.
Congratulations to you all. And thank you to all of the students, staff, faculty, and family, and friends for celebrating with our graduates today.
Practicum learning is also a significant and important part of your overall social work education. We would like to take a moment to recognize our many practicum instructors and the role they play in supporting student learning in practicum. Sharday Foster, Clinical Assistant Professor, will announce the recipient of this year's Outstanding Practicum Instructor of the Year Award.
Congrats, grads. My name is Sharday Foster. I speak today as a representative of the Practicum faculty team here at the GCSW. As many of you know, students are required to complete at least 900 clock hours of practicum education as part of their degree. Practicum can be many things and elicit many emotions, from excitement to pure exhaustion, right? As graduates, you've likely calculated hours, commuted, signed and re-signed forms, long forms, right? Answered long emails, all of that, right? Been frustrated by others, by chaos, and just overwhelmed by work. However, we do hope that you've grown and made lasting connections throughout this experience. I imagine most of your family and friends are also very familiar with the ups and downs of practicum education and your placements. You, the support systems out there, have likely been on the front lines, helping support graduates throughout their practicum journey. Practicum also highlights disparity, the need for continued advocacy and pay for placements. It makes you come face to face with systems of oppression, resilience, and fragility. We must also acknowledge the potential harm that you have experienced through practicum, such as gatekeeping, silencing, and other restrictions. We make room for that because these are the very areas that need continual work in both practicum education and in our profession. Speaking of working on things, make sure all of your forms are completed in IPT. I know you love that, right? Ooh. Where we find oppression, we also find pockets of reimagination of what social work can be, and we look for who is out there creating the world we wish to see. Since 1990, the students of the GCSW have nominated practicum instructors, the community social workers they work with, for Outstanding Practicum Instructor of the Year. There is a plaque in the practicum office with previous recipients' names that reads, "Nominated by students. Recipients of this award have demonstrated teaching excellence, practice humility, commitment to social work values and ethics, and an ability to serve as an effective and inspiring social work role model." This year, the selected Outstanding Practicum Instructor is Samuel Garcia, nominated by graduating student Victor Medrano. Sam is here tonight and is currently standing. Can we please go ahead and acknowledge Sam for all of his hard work? Victor stated this about Sam: "I have an amazing relationship with Sam. He has taken me under his wing and taught me so much. Sam regularly engages in justice-focused conversations like LGBTQ+ issues during group supervision and made sure I learned as much as I could during our time together." It is clear the intention and heart Sam put into supporting not only Victor, but the many students Sam has worked with over the years. Sam puts the vision of the GCSW to achieve social, racial, economic, and political justice into action. Today, we recognize and applaud Samuel Garcia as the 2024 Outstanding Practicum Instructor of the Year. Thank you, Sam. Yes. We also want to thank students who submitted nominations to recognize their practicum instructors this year. To close, thank you to all the practicum instructors, the practicum team, families, and friends for your patience, perseverance, and support during this educational journey. Graduates, congratulations to all of your efforts, and I hope, and we hope, to see you in the next 2 years for a whole new adventure when you qualify to become practicum instructors. Congratulations.
We have made a slight change to the program and will now have the presentation of the candidates. The student speaker will present her remarks after the degree conferral. We will begin with the presentation of the candidates for the doctoral degree in social work and then present the candidates for the master's degrees in social work. While the PhD candidates line up, I invite our Associate Dean for Doctoral Education, Samira Ali, to present the degree candidates.
On behalf of the general faculty and the faculty of the Graduate College of Social Work, I certify that the candidates standing before you have fulfilled the requirements for the appropriate doctoral degree and recommend that the degrees be conferred. Will the candidates come forward? Gabrielle Aquino Adriatoko. Hooded by Dr. Patrick Liang. Oh, and the dissertation titled Tough as Senals, a mixed method study on the mental health experiences and strengths of Filipina mothers during the COVID pandemic. Priscilla Patrick Kennedy. Hooded by Dr. Susan Robbins, and dissertation titled Learning to Confront Structural Racism and Interpretive Phenomenological Analysis of Social Work Students' Experiences. Gabby Moore Avitia. Hooded by Dr. Susan Robbins. Dissertation titled, What's Race Got to Do with It? A Cannabis Industry Policy Analysis Using Critical Race Theory. And Wen Chu. Hooded by Dr. Monique Chung. Dissertation titled Zooming In and Out, Narratives of Becoming a Mother in Mainland China.
Will the Master of Social Work candidates please rise? While the MSW degree candidates begin to line up, I invite Dr. Suzanne Pritzker, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, to present the degree candidates.
We are so proud of each and every one of you for all that you have done to get to this day. Your graduate social work education has taken place in the face of an array of challenges in our college, in our state, and in our world. Yet each of you adapted to these new challenges and persisted through it all to stand here today. On behalf of the general faculty and faculty of the Graduate College of Social Work, I certify that the candidates standing before you have fulfilled the requirements for the appropriate master's degree and recommend that the degrees be conferred. Students, you may be seated. Each year, we ask our MSW students to identify faculty that have stood out to them during their time at the GCSW and to recognize them with honors during the commencement ceremony. Tonight, Stephen Parks will read the names of each of our candidates, and Juan Bartholomew will hood the candidates.
Gul Abdali. Sasha Abu Sleiman. April Aguilar. Jairus Mark Francisco Aguilar. Irina Cristina Alejandro Guardiola. Uzwa Ali. Marilyn Alicia Allen. Antonisha Charisse Alves. Brittany Nicole Anderson. Alondra Guadalupe Andrade. Kimmy Attaway. Fabiola Asensio Mauricio. Kaylee Samantha Babb. Monique Shante Baker. Joseph Andrew Bartoleta. Audrey Claire Barton. Heaven Leanne Baylor. Taylor M. Baylor. Cameron N. Bell. Tanisha Louise Ernestine Belvin. Carly Joan Bernardo. Tronika Tashelle Beacom. Sydney Lauren Beaker. Geraldine Carolina Blanco. Jacqueline E. Blanco. Michelle Antoinette Bolden. Rachel Boudreau. Logan Bailey Breen. Meredith Margaret Cagley. Heidi Calderon. Kiera Lushan Campbell. Annalisa Yvette Campos. Kira Nicole Carlson Hargis. Kimberly Ann Carpenter. Thomas C. Carter II, hooded by his sister, Cindy Carter. Brittany Renee Castillo. Jalen Jubery Chapul. Safia U Aslam Chaudhry. Malika Chaudhry. Laderica Renee Christian. Vanessa Cora Claire June. Holly Fawcett Clayton. Michaela Lee Coburn. Corey Cook. Zara Avariz Cope. Javier Agustin Corona. Destiny Victoria Davis. Katina Janae Davis. Jessica Abugail de la Fuente. Maria B. Delgado. Ellie Nicola Dingwall. Jerry Dale Donahue. Joe Faith Dye. Ashley Octavia Edwards. Makia D. Edwards. Makaya? Makaya D. Edwards. Sorry. Isaac Eguia. Ava Leandra Elliott. Karen Nancy de San Juan Erazo. Kylie Earp. Amy Escobar. Francis Fisher. Laura Meredith Fuad. Leza Madayi Francia. Alexia Frometa. Karina Galliano. Marina R. Gallegos. Caroline Maria Garcia. Miguel Manuel Garcia. B. Giffen. Danielle Julia Gillespie. Julia Elizabeth Giroquez. Alicia Deshawn Gonzalez. Kyla Paloma Gray. Zachary Evan Grisham. Armine Gulian. Samantha Christine Hand. Marie N. Hankins. Ashley Chantel Michelle Hardy. Natalie McKenna Hartman. Ashley Ulia Hernandez. Hunter Gabriel Hosler. Alyssa Jean Huddleston. Misty Gail Hughes. Samina Ufroz Hawk. Antonia S. Ear. Aye. Jasmine A. James. Leticia Cree Jeffers. Jaleese R. Johnson. Katina K. Jones. Sebastian Warren Jones. Ada Alicia Jovel. Fred Kaiwa. Sarah Elizabeth Kleiner. Catherine Ann Kinnear. Rhonda R. Kirkendall. Oluwatosin O. Lenian. Kellen June Lapinga. Latasha Claudine LeBlanc. Samantha Ledesma. Jada Renee Lee. Maranatha Glory Liga. Kira Grace Lowe. Daniela Madrigal Fernandez. Grace Marcelo Ramirez. Tabitha Martinez. Carrie Nicole Mayat. Kaylee Glenmarie McLean. Victor Martin Medrano Jr. Johnny Josue Melgar Nolasco. Anaí Miranda Mendoza. Danielle Montgomery. Santiago Ruiz Morales. Jasmine N. Morgan. Jamie Lynette Moses. Jamie Lee Murphy. Rachel Myhill. Khadijah Simone Ned. Brittany Jordan Nielsen. Anissa M. Nelson. Cynthia Marie Newson. Tree Duck Wynn. Peter Norris. Lexi C. Unuoha. Luke Orth. Rochelle Nicole Owens. Stephanie Sinclair Page. Ana Karina Palma. Haley Alexandra Park. Alexandra Isabel Perez. Yasmin Pereira. Maya Peyton Pierre. Mariana Pineda. Gabriela Janice Pignon. Miriam S. Pretelin. Christian J. Primus. Sydney Kiera Quinn. Tahera Rusa. Sandra Noemi Reeves. Narrator Rendon. Mary Catherine Ride. Captain Katie. Stephanie Lucero Rico. Maria Therese Rocha. Diany Marie Rodriguez. Marco Antonio Rodriguez. Savina Michelle Rodriguez. Brandy L. Rosales. Emily Salazar. Doria Salinas. Sandra A. Salinas Ponce. Jeanette Olushala Salu. Sophie Sanati. Rachel Ann Schaefer. Emily Jane Scullion. Sharon Ray Seiler. Jennifer Renee Shelton. Mariam Shinwari. Sandra Renee Smiley. Quentin Sneed Lott. Amanda E. Stafford. Shannon Gabrielle Starkey. Clarice Rashawn Starks. Sarah Stasica. Alyssa M. Stevenson. Corey Allen Stork. Chloe Elizabeth Stowe. Kimberly Elisa Sullivan. Kara Joy Silversal. Kara Joy Silversal. Alice Talbot. Nathaniel Caleb Taylor. Oscar Lee Thomas. Serena J. Thompson. Trista Andrea Torres. Zuli Tovar Nevares. Emma Marie Tresh. Jade Gloria Tucker. Kylie F. Uheric. Nina Adeline Ukuelu. Davina Valencourt. Jordan Bryn Velasic. Ariana Danitza Vargas. Evelyn L. Vasquez. Melissa Reina Vinces. Aja Shavion Venable. Cyrus Dhruv Virani. Sabrina A. Washington. Emily Elise Watson. Michelle Renee White. Amanda Atwood Wiggins. Regina Baby Wiley. Princess Veronica Williams. Nakara Marie Williams. Tania Janae Williams. Nzinga Anna Williams Eugene. Merci Uleboye Wilson. Antoinette Renee Young. Wendy Winborn. Erin Elizabeth Youssef. Kevin James Zarodnik. Carolyn Marie Zock. And Wendy Estela Zuniga.
Will all of the doctoral degree candidates please stand? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the people of the state of Texas and the University of Houston System Board of Regents, and on the recommendation of the university faculty, I now confer upon each of you the respective doctoral and professional degree for which you have fulfilled all requirements. Once again, let us congratulate our new Doctors of Philosophy in Social Work. Will the master's degree candidates please stand? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the people of the state of Texas and the University of Houston System Board of Regents, and on the recommendation of the university faculty, I now confer upon each of you the respective master's degree for which you have fulfilled all requirements. Congratulations. You may be seated. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Okay. So next, we will have our commencement speaker this evening. None of us would be here today without the incredible students who make up our student body and who are at the center of what our educational mission is all about. Over the last couple of years, as we have watched GCSW students organizing, activating, speaking up to share their voices about your hopes and visions for what this college should be, expressing so much care and concern about the future of the GCSW and the future of the social work profession, it has become clear that the voices that most need to be heard at commencement are those of our students. So for the second year in a row, we have asked our students to vote for a fellow student that you wanted to speak at your commencement to share their vision for our graduates. And now I want to introduce you all to Frances Fisher. In her time at the GCSW, Frances's commitment to the values of social work has been clear. Frances is actually a third-generation social worker building on a family legacy in this profession. During Frances's time at the GCSW, she has been actively engaged in advocating for students' experiences, serving as a cohort communicator, and engaging in organizing efforts, including with the UH chapter of Payment for Placements to advocate for the end of unpaid internships in social work. After graduation, Frances looks forward to joining others working towards a vision of the world in which the values of social work are embodied and actualized. Please join me in welcoming Frances Fisher.
Friends, parents, esteemed faculty, and but to recognize the collective power and potential we have unleashed through our time at this institution. Our many journeys have brought us here together to celebrate our accomplishments of our time in academia and the fruition of seeds planted within us so long ago, a recognition of the injustice of this world and a desire to change it. Our time at the GCSW was an effort to answer the question of how, but we are left with the paradox of being deeply entangled in the systems we are striving to change. We have grappled with the harsh reality that our well-intentioned interventions often serve to reinforce rather than disrupt the very structures of oppression we seek to dismantle. We've wrestled with the knowledge that years of practice have not brought us closer to eliminating the immense injustice and suffering of this world. Despite our best efforts, we've come to realize that the change we seek cannot be achieved through mere tinkering at the edges of the system. So many of our remedies and prescriptions simply replicate the white supremacist, capitalistic, and patriarchal constructs from which they emerged. We've come to see that the change we seek must be rooted in a fundamental rejection of these oppressive ideologies. We've come to realize that change is not merely about reforming the system, but reimagining it all together, to abolish the limits of what we think is possible. It's about tearing down the walls of complacency and compliance that have long kept us bound within the confines of a status quo that perpetuates harm. Our work is not just about alleviating symptoms, but about collectively pulling the threads to unravel structures that cause suffering in the first place. It's about recognizing that the roots of injustice run deep and that true liberation requires a concerted effort to uproot these entrenched systems. We must remind ourselves that the system we live under is not inevitable, natural, or necessary. It is a human creation, subject to change, and it is our responsibility to actively shape it towards greater justice and equality. We call for a free Palestine because we are compelled by our social work ethics and values to do so. The struggle for Palestinian liberation is a struggle for human dignity, equality, and self-determination, values that lie at the very heart of our social work mission. This is in conflict with the silence and illusion of neutrality that the National Association of Social Workers and this college want to uphold, but a true alignment with social work values and practice is to stand against genocide and to stand in solidarity with students across this nation calling for a permanent ceasefire, an end to Israeli occupation and apartheid practices, and divestment from companies who profit from atrocity. We cannot turn a blind eye to the suffering of the Palestinian people or remain complicit in the systems that perpetuate their oppression. Our social work and values and ethics compel us to fight against the oppression happening here as well. Last year, the Texas legislature passed one of the most hateful anti-immigration bills ever crafted. SB 4 gives unrestrained power to the police to detain and question those they believe are not here without proper documentation. This is about codifying racial profiling into law and putting a target on the backs of people of color across Texas. It's a blatant attack on the very foundation of social justice that our profession stands for. The stakes are high. Policy determines who lives and dies. Thank you. We see the Texas legislature's hateful and dangerous agenda across the board against women, against LGBTQIA+ communities, immigrants, and so many other marginalized groups. We see the way that this state does not protect our children, but actively harms them through forced separation, restriction of knowledge, denial of gender-affirming care, and a refusal to confront issues such as gun violence and the climate crisis that threaten their futures. These are the consequences of a system that prioritizes power and profit over people and planet. Do not accommodate yourselves to the status quo by remaining silent and inactive. Align your practice of social work with the values of social work. Service, social justice, recognizing the dignity and worth of a person, seeing the importance of human relationships, integrity and competence. Be unwavering in your commitment to principles that have guided your journey through this program, principles of compassion, critical thinking, and courage. Today, as we stand on the precipice of a new chapter, let us remember that our diplomas are not just degrees, but weapons of change. We are called to use our privilege and position not to lead and guide, but to step aside, to uplift and center the voices that power has silenced. We must be willing to relinquish our own comfort and authority in the service of a greater justice. Put your ear to the earth and listen for the undervoice, the voice of resistance, the voice that knows a new story is possible. It is a call to listen, to learn, and to act in solidarity with those on the front lines of struggle. Thank you, graduates of 2024. It's an honor to stand with you. Together, we have the power to create a new story and take steps towards making that vision a reality. Let us carry the values of social work with us as we write our story, future story. Thank you.
Thank you, Frances, for sharing your vision and expectations for social work. To each of our graduates, we look forward to seeing how each of you pursues your social work visions as you move forward after tonight's milestone. I'd like to now introduce our final speaker for the evening to deliver tonight's closing remarks. Our closing remarks are often delivered by an administrator, but this year, we thought it would be meaningful for these remarks to be delivered by a faculty member who has had a demonstrable impact on so many of you and who is especially skilled at speaking to the challenges of the current sociopolitical context in which each of you are entering the social work profession. This is especially meaningful to me because I was lucky enough to have been able to work closely with Professor Melanie Pang back when she was a GCSW student, and I was there years ago when she graduated with her MSW, just as you all are doing tonight. I've been able to witness her inspiring journey from a new social work student not fully sure of her path to a social worker who is deeply influential in the Houston community, an activist to her core, an awesome teacher, and a passionate and committed colleague. I'm thrilled to introduce Professor Pang to deliver tonight's closing remarks, and I hope that her journey, along with her words tonight, inspire each of you as you move forward in your social work careers.
Thank you, Dr. Pritzker, and it took me so long to finally call you Suzanne. Congratulations, graduates of 2024. I'm lucky to have had the joy of being in community with you. You amaze me. And I know I'm in good company among your other many admirers here on stage and in the audience. But one of the hardest things I learned when I graduated from this very same program in 2012 was that other people struggle to know exactly who we are and to know what we do. So graduates, please allow me a moment to address the folks who are not wearing expensive cardboard hats right now. Friends and loved ones of social workers, I know you know how special your graduate is, but let's face it. At this point, maybe you're too embarrassed to ask again what it is they do. So I'd love to help you out. Social workers can do anything. More specifically, they can work in any setting dedicated to a more just world, because any labor that involves making significant change, that requires establishing trusting relationships, and finding the next best action step for the people in the room, and cultivating hope. Where others turn away from pain, from grief, from struggle, social workers turn toward. We are the first responders of our families, the peacekeepers, sometimes at the cost of our own peace, even though sometimes this starts a war within us. We are the ones to raise a finger and say, well, actually, when someone mentions a statistic without a credible source. We will answer the call, even when we cannot fix what ails you, and just listen and witness. We all need a witness when injustices are too big to bear alone. We will help you to see the world differently, which is another way of saying we will help you to see yourself differently, as someone worthy of care and attention, as someone who has value no matter your ability, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe. We can help you to better understand yourself, acting as a mirror so clear that you will finally know what you've been overlooking. We will help you to change your life in the way you see fit. We will help to change the world one glimmer of hope at a time. Abolitionist and community organizer Mariam Kaba says, hope is a practice and a discipline. But who has time for that? Work keeps us so busy that we become a spectator to the life around us. The question then becomes not about who has time, but rather, how will I transform how I live so that we may all change? Practice and discipline are both tiring, and yet they are what we need to keep change going. So how will you practice hope? How will you find focus in a world full of distraction? Okay, now everyone, I'm talking to everyone. Now for the hard truth, are you ready? Yes. The truth is, you have always been these people regardless of this degree. The difference now is that I hope you have the words to match your emotions, match your reality, which means anyone can join us. I know you're watching the news and thinking, oh, this is awful. He said what? That's ridiculous. This is crazy. And to that, I say we need to get more precise with our language. Every time you have the urge to say this out loud, any of those phrases, I challenge you to get more specific. This is unjust. This is violence. This is overcompliance from an institution who benefits from our diversity. This is genocide. This is unacceptable. Where some perceive failure, defiance, and struggle, social workers honor the resilience and wisdom that has been so overlooked, waiting to be acknowledged and uplifted. Social workers will accompany you with gentleness in your hardest times and offer you support, joy, and kindness even when you show up imperfectly, and I know we do this because you have all done that for me. Thank you. Graduates, I cannot overstate what you have accomplished in the face of so much chaos. Widespread illness, isolation, misinformation, oppression, violence, and brutality. It's enough to live it, let alone be surrounded by the news of it. What you have managed to do when the temptation to give up was ringing loudly in your ears, but still not as loud as the silence of the people upon whom you depend to advocate for you, for all humanity. Students, well, now graduates, you've given me something to look forward to each week for the last few years, and now you've given me something much more to look forward to for the rest of my life. As you move on from this milestone, I want you to remember how your community got you through, how lucky we are to have worked alongside each other in this diverse community, building on dreams of a more equitable system where every voice is included. How change is constant, so we moved like water. How every setback wasn't a failure, it was actually a lesson. And how when we trusted the people, they became trustworthy, or the necessary boundaries appeared. Graduates, you will not move mountains. You'll do something far more difficult. You'll protect them. My future colleagues, you will save no one. You will do something even harder. You'll show us that we are loved despite our worst days. You will change systems that others say are impossible to change. And you'll find moments to dance and cry and wake up another day to do it all again. You may not end every battle you encounter, but you will do something even more incredible. You will create hope. You'll create systems and spaces, and you will inspire people and movements. You will make memories, and you'll make history. To our 2024 graduates, congratulations on all you've accomplished. I wish you all a lifetime of learning and love. Be water, my friends. As we finish this evening's event, right after the faculty and student recessional, families and guests can join their graduates outside the Fertitta Center. We invite you each to join us for a reception directly following this event at the Social Work Building. You know the one. To get there, follow the signs and balloons down entrance 16, And I just want to say thank you to my colleagues and members of the platform party, families, and guests, especially the ones who were like, "That's my wife. I'm here for it." My guy. At this time, the platform party will recess, followed by the graduates, and then the commencement exercises of the University of Houston Graduate College of Social Work will adjourn. Please wait until the platform party and the graduates have recessed prior to exiting. And again, congratulations, and let's celebrate.
Thank you.